So, Craig really did try and kill Paul. Why would you help him cover that up?
It's complicated. Oh, come on, Katie. Don't insult my intelligence. Obviously, he's got something on you. What is it?
Craig's the one who got Brad in all that trouble, Spencer.
Spencer? Oh, the woman that he was doing the show with?
The woman he was accused of murdering.
Yeah, but the charges were dropped.
Yes, the charges were... You don't want to hear this.
No, I most certainly do. Why was he charged with murder to begin with?
Ask Craig.
I don't follow.
Craig made Spencer set up Brad. She accused him of murdering, made it look like he murdered her when she's very much alive.
Wow. That's an elaborate scheme even for Craig. But still, I don't see what that has to do with a phony alibi.
Well, as soon as Brad got arrested, I started getting these instant messages from an anonymous person saying that they would clear Brad's name, but they would want a favor in return.
Oh, and that anonymous person turned out to be Craig.
He never said what the favor would be. But eventually, I got so desperate that I agreed to do it.
Uh-huh. And the favor was Craig's freedom in return for Brad's.
He knew I would do anything for Brad, and now look at me. I perjured myself for my no-good brother. I know it's a horrible thing to say about my own family member, but I hate him. I hate him so much.
Well, Katie, you do have a lot of company. Half of Oakdale wants Craig Montgomery dead. He has that effect on people.
I just wish I could forget this nightmare ever happened, but Brad won't let me. He keeps asking questions. He's obsessed with tracking down Spencer and finding out who this person was that was stalking us online.
And he has no idea that Craig was behind it. Why don't you just tell him? You know, he's your husband.
Right, and I'd like to keep it that way. If Brad ever found out, who knows what he would do to Craig, so I'd rather not see him face a real murder charge if I can help it.
Yeah, well, good point.
And if Brad finds out that I've been lying to him, he's gonna be furious at me. Oh, this is such a mess, Carly. I don't know how to get out of this without destroying my marriage.
Katie, Brad's not going to fault you for telling a little lie to keep him from being punished for a crime he didn't commit.
I don't know. We promised to be honest with each other.
Well, this is what you do. You go home, you sit him down, you tell him the truth, and you swear him to secrecy.
Right. And how far has lying and scheming gotten you in your life?
Ouch.
No offense, it's just you are an expert at working the angles and it never gets you what you want.
Why do you say that? Because I'm sitting here drinking alone while Jack is off honeymooning with his new bride?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to rub it in.
It's all right. You're right, you're right.
Just unfortunately, it's not going to help me figure out what to do. Oh, do me a favor, please. Don't say anything about what I told you.
I promise.
Thanks, Carly.
Katie,
Dad,
what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? You first.
I was upstairs, had a little chat with your brother.
What did he say?
I know everything.
Brad, I'm
Listen,
sorry.
you got nothing to be sorry about. All right, can we talk about this later on after I
After you what?
talk to Margo and tell her everything that Craig's been up to?
Brad, no! No, wait, you can't! Wait, no. Let's just go home and talk about this privately.
Okay, we'll do that. Fine. You have to tell Margo about Craig.
You can't.
Why?
Because if she arrests him, she's gonna have to arrest me. I lied to the cops to give him an alibi. I'm sorry. I know I should have told
Yes, you should have told me. Instead, I had to hear from Craig.
What else did he say?
Well, that he and Dani were,
Dani? What does she have to do?
She was a sidekick in crime. That's how we got the evidence to disappear.
Oh, God, this just keeps getting
Yeah,
worse.
you know it's gonna stop now.
No! You can't tell her. Please don't tell her.
Margo's got no sympathy for him. She knows what a lying slug he is.
We all know what Craig is capable of. He will win at any cost. That's why if you try to incriminate him, he will beat the charges. Then he's gonna come after us, and God knows
Once
what
he's
he'll
locked
do
up
this
and
time.
stays full, what can you do?
This would not be the first time he was supposed to go to prison and got out of it. Then he's gonna start his payback campaign, and our lives will never be the same again.
Your brother does not scare me.
Well, maybe he should. Look at everything that's happened to you, all because of him. He had you framed for murder. He had the charges dropped. What if he framed you again? What if he comes after me?
I won't let that happen.
There's no way to stop him, Brad.
What the hell are you two yelling on my patio about at this time of night?
Obviously, we didn't realize how late it was. You were ready for bed. Let's go.
No.
Well, it's not a Not a courtesy call. What's going on?
It was my idea to come over here
Why?
because I was worried.
About?
I went off on Dani Andropoulos tonight at Yo's
And why did you go off on Dani Andropoulos tonight at Yo's?
for not finding Spencer, just giving her a rough time about not doing her job.
Well, all right. I know that this case is really frustrating and it's dragging along, and I don't really know why Dani is striking out.
Yeah, you might want to look into that.
Okay, Brad, I'll look into that first thing in the morning at the station. Does that work for you?
Yes.
Good night.
Yeah, that's
okay.
that's good. You right, Brad?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
It's just,
please, would you go home? I have a mountain of work to do before I drop into bed of exhaustion.
Yeah, we're
Just go
tired. I'm
home.
exhausted. You look
Fine.
like you're about to drop.
Yeah, okay, so night-night. Sleep tight. Let's go.
right.
Sorry. You sleep tight too. I'm sorry to bother you.
All right, fine. Good night. Drive safely.
Margo, hey, I thought you were going to sleep.
Oh, I tried so hard, but I had another unexpected visitor.
Who?
Dani Andropoulos.
What did she want? Did she have information about Spencer?
No, she didn't want to talk about Spencer at all. She just dropped by to give me her resignation effective immediately.
Did she say why?
Nah, she gave me some lame excuse about needing to help a sick friend.
You didn't buy it.
No, but it got me wondering. I was wondering if your little run-in with Dani had anything to do with her decision to leave town so quickly.
There could have been any reason, right? I mean, maybe it was an emotional decision.
I was kind of hoping Brad would answer that question. What do you think, Brad? Did Dani have another reason to get out of town?
Yeah, if you want to know the truth, I do. I think Dani quit because she felt guilty.
What would she have to feel guilty about?
Maybe for not doing her job. For letting Spencer get away so the cops couldn't question her about who was behind this whole setup. Maybe she couldn't hold her head up at the station anymore.
No, I don't think so. It's the very nature of police business to know that not every case is going to get solved. And if every criminologist quit because they couldn't crack a case, there'd be nobody left in the field.
Well, maybe Dani just wasn't cut out for law enforcement.
Maybe. Or maybe she's hiding something. Can you two think of anything she might be hiding?
No, I don't have a clue.
Well, Brad, if you ever do get a clue, you know where to find me.
Good night. Good night. Drive safe. That could have been worse, right?
Wrong.
I'm glad Dani's gone, aren't you? It's gonna make it a lot easier to put all this craziness behind us.
So can Craig, and that's the problem.
Let's just forget about Craig, okay? Please? We're here, we're together, that's all that matters.
That's true.
Can you say it a little more like you mean it?
We still got issues, Katie. I mean, we haven't even started to deal with the fact that you knew all along what was going on with Craig, and you never even told me.
I'm sorry. I hate that Craig put me in that position. But I didn't want you to go to jail. I can't lose you. I need you here with me, home and safe. Is that so terrible? Wouldn't you do the exact same thing for me?
Yes. Yes, I would have.
So do you forgive me for lying?
Yes. Yes, I forgive you. But if you ever have anything to do with your brother ever
I won't.
again,
I swear I will never let Craig near us ever again.